Hello and welcome back to Rule the Game. In this video I'm going to show you how to play Twinkle Twinkle, a game by Ammon Anderson. This is a game for 1 to 4 players, lasts about 30 minutes and it's recommended starting at age 10. As usual, I'll first show you how to score in this game, then I'll show you how to actually play the game, that's a very short section, and then I'll give you a few hints to start your first game before I show you how to set up the game. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. But now let's get started with Twinkle Twinkle. Twinkle Twinkle is of course all about creating a lovely sky full of stars and planets and satellites and so on. At the end of the game, every player will have here a puzzle with 5 times 4 different tiles. They'll also see here how it's scored. These are the basic constellation scores, and then you have 5 special objects that will get scored. The score pad here will guide you through how you score everything. Now I'm red. Red's this little kitty cat, so we're going to fill out this column here. And we're going to start on the top, where we're going to look at the longest constellation that I have. Now constellations are always stars that are connected by dashed lines like over here. In some cases, the lines can actually cross each other, but when you go with the line into the corner, you can never go around the corner, but it always goes right straight through. So we have one constellation here that has just 3 stars. We have here one that has 2, 5, 7 stars. We have another one here with 4, and we have one down here with 2 stars, and 2 is just enough to make a constellation. So first we score the longest constellation that I have, and the largest that I have in this case is actually the 7 stars up here. And you see down here how you score 7 stars. That's here 21 points. Next we score the second largest constellation, and in my case that's actually the 4 stars down here, which is another 7 points. Thirdly, we're gonna score the number of constellations that I have. Again, a constellation is 2 or more stars, so we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 constellations here. 4 constellations giving us 9 points. And before we move on to the objects over here, we also get points for the nova stars. Those are those up here, where we get a victory point for each nova star that is not next to a black hole. The black holes are these here, the B's, and as you can see I don't have any nova stars around it, neither here nor here. So I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 victory points from nova stars. Now we'll move on to the different objects. Here we have the comets. And the comets, they give us 1 victory point per star that is beside it. So what we have here is this comet has 3 stars next to it, so it gives us 3 points. This one here has 2, 4, 6, so we have in total 6 from here, 3 from here is 9 victory points. You also see how many of them there are. So comets, there are actually 8. Planets, there are 9 in the whole bag of chips that I have. Planets score you 3 victory points per planet that you have. I have 1, 2, 3 planets here, so that's 9 victory points. In the case of asteroids, you count the number of clusters that you have, and a cluster is always a number of asteroids that are connecting, and they can even be connected diagonally. In my case, I only have 1 up here, so that's just 2 victory points for asteroids. Black hole scores 2 victory points for every black hole that's not next to another black hole. And you see here I have 2 black holes, they're not next to each other, so they give me already 2 points each. And if I have them not besides any planets or stars, then I get another 3 victory points. In my case, up here I have planets around it, here I have stars around it, so I don't get any extra victory points. It's just the 4 points that I get from black holes. And for each satellite, like here or here, we're going to get 3 victory points for each planet or black hole that are besides it. In this case, we have 2 besides it, so that's a total of 6 points. And here we have another 3, so that's 9 points. So we'll write down all the points here in the columns for each player. We sum them all up, and whoever has the most points wins the game. Now be aware that here the different objects can be scored differently. This is the starter version green. If you flip them over, you actually have a blue one. Here, this is the more advanced version, and now you get different points for these different blue tiles. And if you have an expansion, you'll probably have more of these different tiles that give you different points again. Twinkle Twinkle is a turn-based game. The turn order is given here by the order that you have here of the different players. 1, 2, 3. This is just the 3-player board. If you flip it around, then you have the 4-player board. In each round, we'll go from left to the right, and each player then gets to place their standee. So this person, for example, maybe wants this. This person then wants these two. And this player here decides to get the satellite. Now when I take a tile, I'll have to place it somewhere on my board. I can turn them in any order I want. This is not really interesting with the satellite. Maybe we'll take here some of the star constellations so you see better. You can turn it in every order you want. You can also flip it around if that works better for you. But once you've placed it, it will remain there for the rest of the game. Once everybody has taken their tile, we'll take the standees in the order that they're now and put them back up here. As you can see now, the order has changed. Whatever tile is left gets pushed all the way to the left, and we push the other 3 tiles up here. Then we'll fill here the next round spaces with new tiles that we pull one by one. Place it right here. We'll take another one. And as you can see, if you pull one that has a little clock face on here, it actually goes all the way to the right instead of on the left. But usually you fill from the left to the right. Only the ones with the time thingy here go to the right hand side. And we'll pick another one to fill this space up. And on we go. Now I'm going to be first because I'm the kitty cat, and I'll go get some tile, place it somewhere here to connect it. Next person goes, takes the black hole. And then this player here takes this one. Again, this gets pushed to the end, and we move these 3 up. And so that's what we do until everybody has finished their puzzles. And once you have finished your puzzle, everybody has their 20 spaces full. Then we'll count the points. In case you play with 2 to 4 players, you'll actually use the reverse side of the board. In case of a 2-player game, each player actually gets 2 standees. And they get placed up here with one player getting the 1 and the 4 and one getting the 2 and the 3. Afterwards they get shuffled, of course, after round 1 when everybody takes their tiles automatically. Then a new order is defined that doesn't necessarily have to be this one, but this is how you get started. And here's some hints for the first game. Of course, star constellations give you the most points. Your largest and your second largest constellation will give you the most points that you can get, plus also the number of constellations that you can get. Now, what you need to know though is that only half of the tiles are actually star tiles. The rest are comets, planets, black holes, and so on. So during the game, you will definitely also get some of the others. You will get some of these objects and you'll have to decide what you're going to do with them. And then you'll have to figure out which ones actually match best to the puzzle that you've already created. So you will not get around with just having star constellations and get points for those. And I don't think there is much more to say about this game. You'll have to play it a few times to figure out what really works for you and how you can get the most points. So that's Twinkle Twinkle. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe below. And if you still want to see it, there's the game setup section up next. To set up the game, you'll take here first the central board that is here for 3 players. If you have 2 to 4 players, you take this side. And then you put the score pad on the side. There's also a marker that you get with it. Then every player takes their personal board and their personal standee, and they'll take these object scoring pads. They'll take them in the order that you have up here, C, P, A, B, S. We're going to start with the green ones because those are the standard ones. Those are the ones that are recommended for the first game. There you see how you will score all these objects. Then all the players put their standee in the middle. They get shuffled randomly and placed randomly here on 1, 2, 3. We'll then take tiles from the back. We'll take them one by one, place them here from left to right. Unless one has a clock face, in which case they would go all the way to the right. I didn't have that. We first do the top, then we do the bottom. And now we're ready to get started.